Hi, Megan. How's it going? Tiara check. It's red roses with matching earrings. Love the heart thing. Oh, thank you. Because today's what I'm going to be working on today is changing my Christmas tree to a Valentine's Day tree. I don't think I'm going to finish that project, but here it is. And I hope I don't make you seasick. I don't know if you could see that. It's really backlit, but oh, that's so cute. Great, thank you. And so, yeah, I need to start sorting my ornaments because I think this tree is going to be my Valentine's Day tree. And then the tree in the sitting room, the pink and gold tree, is going to be the food tree, where I have lots of ornaments that have to do with food and beverages. And my mom suggested, why not do a themed tree that's food? So, yeah. So that's my project for today, is to start working on that. I'm not going to get it done, but I can get a good start on it. Uh, Megan says, I'm just working. It's been a slow day and just working on emails, but better than being stressed out. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I did some errands this morning. I returned some library books. I filmed a library haul yesterday about those books, and I don't know when I'm gonna have that up, but eventually. Yeah, I don't know. And went to the pharmacy to pick up a couple of things, and then I went to Dollar General and got a bunch of stuff for decorating the tree and doing crafts and whatnot. So maybe later I'll do a haul if people are interested, a library book haul or a crafting supplies haul. If there are people here and they're interested in seeing it. But I thought maybe we could get started with one of those 10-minute unpleasant tasks ones. Oh, for Pete's sake. Because I got a couple of things to do that I would like to have a time limit on. Does that sound good? 10 minutes, and then I thought we'd do longer ones. I don't know how people felt about the 45-minute sprints, the 45-minute sprint that B ended up doing. I kind of liked having that much time, and I know some of the people who are here or who may be joining us later are doing actual, like you, Megan, and if Paige is able to show, are doing, professional stuff. And maybe 45 minutes is more of a nice stretch to get a bunch of stuff done. But we're going to start with 10 minutes because, um, yeah. Uh, yeah, because like I said, I got to do some stuff that I don't really want to do. So, okay, 9 minutes because that'll give me time to scramble back to my chair when it goes off. So, okay, see you in 9 to 10 minutes. I got to mute my mic so nobody gets their ears blown off. I don't know how to do that. I did it fine last time. Hmm. Oh, it's I was looking for a function key and it's right there and never mind. Okay, I'm gonna set the phone up so if people show up, they know And we're back. Hi, Paige. How's it going? Megan says she's getting lunch, but is she getting lunch for everybody? I already had lunch, so I don't know why I'm demanding more. We had pizza. It was nice. Doing good, just getting more work stuff done. Okay, what we had been talking about was I wanted a 10-minute timer for doing some kind of unpleasantish tasks again. That's done. And then I was talking about maybe doing 45-minute sprints like B did yesterday. Was it yesterday? It feels like 100 years ago. Like B did yesterday. So I know both you and Megan are doing professional type stuff, and I thought you might appreciate a longer stretch of time to get stuff done as opposed to just 30 minutes, or maybe 30 minutes is about what you want to do right now. I don't know. Ooh, pizza. Megan says, "Poo, pizza. It sounds good. Just making a simple grilled cheese and apple. Ooh, is the apple on the side? Or are you doing one of those things where you put slices of apple in the grilled cheese? Because there's this place up in northern part of the state. It's an apple orchard and a vineyard, but we go there sometimes, and they have these grilled cheese. It's like you could get like the grilled cheese with cheddar, bacon, and apple slices. Megan says, LOL, any is fine with me. I think I'm out of stuff to do anyways. Well, do you have a book to read at least? I don't know. 45 minutes works. Okay. Megan, your lunch sounds good. Comfort food. Yeah, it does. It does. Anyway, this place, they do the grilled cheese. It's got cheddar and bacon and apple slices. It's so. And Megan says, just on the side. Oh, that's still good. I mean, yeah. Okay. So I was just earlier, Megan got to hear this, and now it's your turn, Paige, and Megan gets to hear it again. I did some errands this morning. I went to the library, returned some books, and checked some books out. And I went to the drugstore, which was, whatever. And I went to Dollar General and picked up some stuff for my project. What I'm doing today is I am undecorating the Christmas tree and turning it into a Valentine's Day tree, or at least getting a start on that, because I don't think I'll be able to do it in just like a couple of hours, but whatever. And I was saying I could do a library book haul and or a Dollar General craft supplies and ornament supplies haul if people are interested, or we could just dive into the 45 minutes and then decide what we want to do after that. Time is up. Megan asks, Sock, do you decorate the tree differently all year round? Well, this is my first time. We had the big artificial tree, which we keep downstairs. And one year it was the old tree and it was hard to hustle it up the stairs. And we just left it, we undecorated it, but we left it up all year round because we just couldn't be bothered. We have a newer tree that's easier to take up to the attic. So the big tree from downstairs is up in the attic. We have a smaller tree downstairs, which has a lot of little Raggedy Ann dolls on it and some little tie figures and some smaller stuffed animals and stuff. That stays up year round because that's their special tree. I just got that one last year. So that stays up year round. It's not very big. I think it's like a 3.5 foot tall tree that we put on a pedestal. And this year, I used to get live Norfolk pines from the grocery store, like 3.5 feet tall. And I'd have one in my bedroom here and one in the sitting room where I have the pink and gold tree. We've been in the sitting room for a couple of live streams. And but this year I decided to go ahead and get pre-lit artificial trees. So I have a 6.5 footer here. Let me spin you around again because Paige hasn't seen it, but Megan has. But anyway, this is kind of what it looks like right now with all the. It's mostly blue and white and silver with a little turquoise and purple here and there. Anyway, and I got the smaller one, which is like a 4-foot tree, I think, that's in the sitting room. It's pink and gold. And I'm gonna do a tree for Valentine's Day, and I have a lot of food ornaments. So the other tree is gonna be food related. And I'm gonna just keep decorating it for different seasons until I get sick of the whole thing. Or I feel like it's taking up too much space or whatever. But for now, I'm happy with it. So that was a very long-winded answer of saying I'm starting to decorate the tree differently all year round. Here's one that's going to be good for spring. It's the watering can with the flowers. Paige says, love a Valentine's Day tree. Oh, always love a little haul. Do you want the library books or the stuff for the tree and the crafts, or maybe library books now, crafts later, crafts now, library books later? I don't know. Cute ornament, yes. And I actually got some more like it for the spring tree. I thought it was really cute. I like it. And one of the things I'm taking off this tree for the food tree is I have these little ornaments that are hard candies. This one's blue and white, and I have some pink ones on the pink and gold tree in the sitting room. So those can go on the food tree. But I need to sort these ornaments and figure out what's food, what's Valentine's, what's let's do library first and then crafts. Okay, sounds good. Uh, as always, the person who expresses an opinion gets her way. Um, so I returned 10 items, and I filmed a haul, but I haven't finished editing it yet. But I returned 10 items and checked out 5. So I was a net returner, checked out fewer books than I returned. And I just confined myself to the new books in the lobby because I was parked in a 15-minute free parking spot. So I didn't want to overstay my welcome. So we have The Book That Broke the World by Mark Lawrence. And as you can see, my library has categorized this as fantasy. Two people living in a world connected by an immense and mysterious library must fight for those they love. In the second book, oh, phooey. It's the second book in a trilogy. Dag nabbit. It's a sequel to The Book That Wouldn't Burn. I didn't realize it was the second book. Oh, hi, Tara. Nice to see you here. I didn't realize it was the second book in a trilogy. Darn it. You got to find the first book because this does sound interesting. The library spans worlds and times. It touches and joins distant places. It is memory and future. And amid its vastness, Evar Eventari both. Well, I don't want to read anymore because it seems like it's a spoiler for the first book. But Megan says I've seen that book a lot. Interested to see how it is. Well, I got to read the first book first. Sweet. This is, I think I might have done this before with this book. I know I've done it with other books. Let's see. The first book to read is The Book That Wouldn't Burn. So I got to track that down. I'll get back to you after the sprint and let you know how that's going to go. Okay. Well, that's kind of a bust for now anyway. Megan says, yellow oil. Yes, fantasy does not let you just jump in mid-series like romances. Well, yeah, actually, I had this book. Where did I put it? Ah, here it is. I finished this last night. Love Letters from a Duke by Elizabeth Boyle. It's a step back. And it is it's actually, I think, the third book in the Bachelor Chronicles, and it told me exactly what happened. And well, not exactly, but it said, which couples ended up together in the first 2 books. But I still want to read the other 2 books because I really had a good time with this. This is my first book by Elizabeth Boyle, so I liked it. So yeah, just a little digression there from the library haul, which is Tara. That's what we're doing. That step back is stunning, says Tara Talks Books. It is, and it suggests that this is one heck of a spicy romance. And I mean, it's not particularly. I mean, it's not closed door completely, but it could be spicier. I mean, I was fine with the level of spice, but this suggests that it's like really, really nonstop erotic cabaret, and that's not the case. So it's a stunning step back, but kind of misleading. Okay, so where were we? Yeah. Back to my library haul, Tara. That's what we're doing. I went to the library this morning, picked up some books, so we're doing a quick little library haul. And as much as I do anything quickly, we have The Favorites by Lane Fargo. And sorry, Megan, it's U.S. spelling. And this is Lane Fargo wrote They Never Learn, so like psychological thriller type of deal. Let's see. Megan says LOL. Yeah, she might not have a famous name, funding, or her family's support, but Katerina Shaw has always known that she was destined to become an Olympic skater. When she meets Heath Rocha, a lonely kid stuck in the foster care system, their instant connection makes them a formidable duo on the ice. Oh, Tara says she got the favorites from Book of the Month. Sounds intriguing. We do a quick little buddy read sometime, if unless you know you've got a lot of other stuff to read, I'm sure. Um, okay, so she meets the foster kid, clinging to skating and each other. To escape their turbulent lives, Kat and Heath go from childhood sweethearts to champion ice dancers, captivating the world with their scorching chemistry, rebellious style, and roller coaster relationship, until a shocking incident at the Olympic Games brings their partnership to a sudden end. As the 10-year anniversary of their final skate approaches, an unauthorized documentary reignites the public fascination with Shara and Rocha, claiming to uncover the real story through interviews with their closest friends and fiercest rivals. Kat wants nothing to do with the documentary, but she can't stand the thought of someone else defining her legacy. So after a decade of silence, she's telling her story, from the childhood tragedies that created her all-consuming bond with Heath to the clash of desires that tore them apart. Sensational rumors have haunted their every step for years, but the truth may be even more shocking than the headlines. Ooh, yeah. So this is fairly long for a thriller. It's 440 pages. It's not large print, it's regular print. Although it's fairly reader friendly, large print. Paige says that one sounds good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I did enjoy They Never Learn. That was fun. Okay, so a couple more, 3 more to be precise. Let's see. We've got another fantasy. The Road to Ruin by Hannah Lee. It's a picture. You can see like a kind of person on a fancy dirt bike. Okay, we have another situation on our hands where they put the library barcode over some text, but we'll power through. Jin Lu has the most dangerous job in the wasteland. She's a mag bike courier, one of the few who venture outside the domed cities on motorcycles powered by magic. Motorcycle magic. Every day she braves the wasteland's dangers, deadly storms, roving marauders, and territorial beasts to deliver her wares. Her most valuable cargo? This is what got me. A prince's love letters addressed to Yi Narin, a princess desperate to escape the clutches of her abusive family and soon-to-be husband. Jin, desperately in love with both her and the prince, can't refuse her plea for help. The two of them flee across the wastes, pursued by Yi Narin's furious father, her scheming betrothed, and a bounty hunter with mysterious powers. A storm to end all storms is brewing, and dark secrets about the heritability of magic are coming to light. Jin's heart has led her into peril before, but this time she might not find her way back. So, Road to Ruin. I mean, we've got a triangle that may resolve itself into a 3-point circle. We've got magic motorbikes. I'm here for it. And this is one I covered in a recent library book, Unhaul, or it was in my reading blog. I had to return it because it was due, and I just hadn't had a chance to read it yet. So I checked it out again. That's My Vampire Plus One, which is a follow-up to My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine. And that's Amelia Collins is by definition successful. She would even go so far as to say successfully single, but not according to her family. She's tired of the constant questions about her non-existent dating life. When an invitation to yet another family wedding arrives, she decides to get everyone off her back once and for all by finding someone, anyone, to pose as her date. After a chance encounter with Reginald Cleves, Amelia decides he's perfect for her purposes. He's a bit strange, but that's fine. It'll discourage tough questions from her family. And it certainly doesn't help. It certainly doesn't hurt that he's very handsome. For centuries-old vampire Reggie, posing as her plus one sounds like the ultimate fun. It's a caper. And if it helps his ruse of pretending to be human, so much the better. As Amelia and Reggie practice their fomance, it becomes clear that Reggie is as loyal to her as the day is long, and that Amelia's first impressions could not have been more wrong. Suddenly being in a real relationship with Reggie sounds pretty fantastic. Reggie was kind of like the snarky vampire friend of the vampire mailman character in My Roommate is a Vampire, which I very much enjoyed. So this might even be, sounds like it might even be more kind of the fake relationship types of tropes that I enjoy. Okay, and I think I have one more. Okay, yes. I'd like to say, well, no, I'm not going to apologize for what I'm checking out. This is I'm in Love with a Mothman by Paige Lavoie. Lavoie. Paige says, I still need to read the first one in that series. Megan says, fun, a range of topics. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed My Roommate Was a Vampire. I think I might like this a little bit better, but just because of what the kind of tropes involved are. I mean, My Roommate is a Vampire was like strangers to friends to, whatever. So, yeah, I'm in love with a Mothman. 22-year-old Heather is suffering from an epic case of burnout. So, just like any other young influencer, she abandons her social platforms, gathers up her best flowy dresses, and moves to a desolate cabin. Heather imagines spending her hashtag unplugged days traipsing through life in the woods and tending to her garden. However, her cottagecore fantasy is turned upside down when a wounded cryptid crashes into her roof and her heart. With no help from her internet followers and the local monster hunter growing suspicious, Heather's quiet life in the wilderness has suddenly become a little more complicated. To make matters worse, she thinks she might be falling in love with the brooding winged man in her living room. This is not very long, like 260 pages, I think. And it says it's Mothman in Love, book 1. So we'll see. I do like my library. They're getting more and more of the unhinged stuff as it proves to be popular. So that was the library book haul with a quick digression to what's going to be my post for Instagram on Step Back Saturday. So are we ready to plunge into a 45-minute sprint? Yes, says Tara. Megan says, I'm ready. I can finish up work for the day. Okay. Well, Paige says, that's a good haul. Yes, ready to sprint. Okay. Where's my thingy? Yeah, my thingy. My phone with the clock. Okay. Okay, because I'm doing this webcam style, I don't have streaming software or whatever. I'm just kind of gonna start. It's gonna be 45 minutes, and I'm gonna set my phone over here and move the computer a little closer so that if people need to monitor the time, they can do that if they're not doing it on their own. So, okay, so I'll see you in about 45 minutes.